Looks like I'm on. We've got about 10 minutes till the go thing starts. We just sometimes get on early and, well, I guess we always get on early and tell stories, play silly games, whatever. Speaking of silly games, and we have a couple minutes, let's just play Crazy Stone at 9Q. So, I've lost nothing by playing away. He got, oops, you can't see the board. He got a side move, I got a corner move, and I haven't been punished on the stone I ignored. So a stone on the side is generally thought of as worth 5, corner 8, so we have some advantage there. Okay. I don't mind just responding here. It works well with the rest of my whiteboard. If black approaches, I have a certain level of discomfort. It's not bad, but I don't like it. So I'm going to pinch just to make the left easier for me. If I ignore, he can place here, you see my cursor, and that's really big, so I'll respond. Okay. My group is out to the side or center, so even if he approaches me, I'll be fine. But this lone stone is looking lonely. I think I'll jump out. I don't really like, well, this is possible. Make it actual territory. I just don't like it. I think black's weak, so I'm going to come out. Now it's time to respond. If I think there's a future against black, I'll keep it on the 4th line. And indeed I do. And I can jump out one space further. It's faster, most likely bigger. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and peep here. It seems just like a golden opportunity to fix my extra points and then run out. I'm going to run out. I'm going to play the corner. Looks really big here. And he's far enough out now that I don't feel like a 4th line attack sort of thing. Really? That's a bad idea. I'm going to get out. Oh, that's real bad. Now, as he gets out, he's hurting his left side, right? If he turns, his stones are touching. I don't like that. If he turns, well, still, like if I Hane, he can cut. I'm going to come one more. I feel like his turn is still powerful. Okay. My upper right corner, just fine. This white group here, no changes other than for the better. So I'm going to start the large surround. I don't mind being surrounded here. So I'm going to do it this way, keeping his eyes to a minimum. He's going to cut me. I don't care. I'm going to take this eye. Then here. Then this eye. Can he get another eye? Or is he dead? I could play this move, and when he takes, it doesn't mean anything. And that hurts his eyes a lot. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Silly to fix. Okay, he has an eye. He cannot get a second one there. Can't get a second one there. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't see a second eye. Oh, Crazy Stone agrees. It says we're ahead by 32 points. So we'll stop there. But this is still a losable game. If you're 9Q, you could easily lose this game. How do you secure your victory? Our top group. Let's imagine a black stone here. Threatens to connect under. Let's say we stop it. He cuts. Looks like we're fine. If you think you're weak here, just fix like here, and making sure he doesn't get the second eye. I think I'm fine. My corner is just fine. So it's the bottom right where he has all his interesting things. So I believe I would play, if I wanted to secure my victory, the only way he can win is by getting a massive moyo based off his wall. So I could actually play this one. This one's fine too. And then 3-3. And he just doesn't have very many points. And then something down here. I don't think I want to invade because it's an awful lot of black stones. I think I'll threaten and threaten and take center. Play the end game, and we're still 30 points ahead. Okay, good. That's it. Hello, whoever's there. Get rid of this. We're just playing a 9Q Crazy Zone just for fun. And we have a minute before we start. Get rid of a few of these pesky emails. There we go. Okay, let's get going. So I have a file with, some of you may know Milan. This is from 25 years ago. He was like the only player that never lost, or if he lost, it was once. Very famous, super strong. And here he's playing Big Bad Wolf. What's his name in real life? He's a professional now, but he wasn't back then. He was KGS 9 and he finally got his American pro license. Is that the word? Certificate probably is better. And sometimes some of their games too convoluted. But this one I thought was good. So I thought we would look at this for today's time. And this is our monthly free lecture. And of course, we have our weekly Patreon paid. Okay. All normal stuff. Commonplace to leave this black stone. There's a lot of talk about it, or there used to be. If white plays it this way, if the ladders work for black, then black's getting all this with white still cut. If the ladder, and here's the ladders. One ladder is Atari, and the other ladder is Atari. So with all this freedom black has, they generally used to think that this wasn't a great way for white. So they decided here, and your next move here. Now it's hard for black to find life. Even if he runs, it's difficult. That was the idea back then. Black plays over here. Take the corner. This is all natural stuff. And white does play here, which I was a little surprised. But white fixes. Black does have the Atari. So when I go over games like this, I'm trying to get in their head. Whoever's here, feel free to say hi so I know who's here. Try to get in their head. What are they thinking? So Atari, capture. Now it's a ko to connect or disconnect. I mean, black can play ko to disconnect. White plays here, by the way. If black plays this, the question arises, what is black risking? Virtually nothing. Hey, Xavier. Looking forward to Friday. That's a yes on Friday. So black is risking almost nothing. White's risking a lot. So black really likes this ko. But first things first, white doesn't want to get surrounded. And it's a big corner. Okay. Finish the corner. And white says, yeah, this ko, too big. So white invests a whole move here. Pretty interesting to me. So I want us to judge the bottom left corner. Who gained? Was it good for white? Is it good for black? Oh, it's obviously good for white. What makes you think that? Well, white got the corner. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. White has played 8 moves here. Black has played 5. Each move in the corner worth about 8 points. White has 3 extra moves. White should be ahead by 3 times 8, 24. Assuming I did my math right. Let's count it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. White only has 2 or 3 extra points. How many does black have? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? It's actually a little better for black. By a point or 2, maybe. So we'll call it equal. I think for me, that's fascinating. And you can do that with any corner. Like the A corner. Who's better up there? Well, black is. Really? Black's put 2 stones down. He should have 2 more stones of value in the corner. 8 points a stone, 16. Count it up. It's 16. Interesting stuff. Okay. Black plays here. Makes sense. White says top's getting pretty big. Black could settle, like with A or something, but no. Let's pinch, building that big upper right. Right about now, I'd be getting a little concerned about Black's, the moyo he's building. Anyone who follows George and I in our Cottabon games, that's what George did the last time, built this rather large moyo. Looked very similar to this. Pressure, come on out. Black gets out. White has Sente. Uses it this way. White saying, if you try to cut me, I'll just kill you. Same thing. Better not. You're right. Great, then I fix. All connected up, and we flatten Black on top. Let's look at a standard shoulder hit. Boom, 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 boom. Then here. That's the standard pattern for a shoulder hit, with variations that look just like this. Well, here, boom, boom, dun, 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 dun. Same thing. Okay. White to play. Where next? The right. Lots of room there. How do we get into the right? Well, the proverb says if you want to invade an area, start by approaching. That proverb's always bothered me. Now, I do it all the time, but I don't understand it when I do it. It's like, aren't you helping him to do it? Well, really, if we look at A versus B, it's really hard for B to just take care of all his problems in one move. So our approach is definitely helping. Just it's always been a little strange to me. Black. Okay, Black playing it nice and tight here. Let me get rid of these so no one. Yeah, it's Milan Pro. That was a big. Everyone asked that question back then. Everyone asked it 1,000 times, and for forever, no one knew who he was. Turns out he was, as I recall, some professional two-dan in Korea or something. I don't know. Okay, a probe. Simply to ask, what are you going to do, Black? Black says, no corner for you. Nice and solid. Sente. Now, Black doesn't play this way because all of a sudden there's all this. We'll just play it out here. I mean, it's just big invasion, right? So he plays it this way. Okay, at the moment, White can't do anything. White's dead. But there's a lot of holes there. There's a lot of aji. So we get back to that later. Where to next? Well, there's the left. But Black's finished, White's finished, everyone's on the third line. Nothing happening there. But on the bottom, both the A group and the B group are both not finished. They're not settled. So White says, let's go after that. Now this, I think, is the mistake. But anyway, because White wins this game. White says, great, I'll cut you. Cut. Pretty weak. First we fix. Black gets out. A quick Atari and out. Black has 2 weak groups. Standard stuff. Make 2 weak groups. Few players are going to Atari real quick. But notice that white stone is now dead. We play this way. Bothers that group a lot. And white can get out now. Tari, Tari. Well, that worked out. So don't go killing yourself. Black comes up. Chase. Come back here. Surround. Chasing. Whites. By chasing, whites developed a nice thick group in the center that looks like it's going to have minimum 10, if not 20 points. And black's not alive yet. Okay, make sure that's down to one eye. And black doesn't have a second eye yet. White adds a little Aji and takes this eye. Black escapes. Remember the Aji back here? See how you play one weakness next against the other weakness. This is gorgeous. Let's look at it again. Okay, take the eye. Black has one eye. Black's got to get out. Black has this problem. Threaten to cut and kill. Threaten to kill. Out. Atari. Now, black can connect under. White can't disconnect. But in Sente, white's picked up the 6 plus all the center. If we say there's white stones from here to here, then how big is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. And I said that maybe up to 20. And that was all in Sente. Sente. Very nice. Now remember the Aji on the right. Hey, Miguel. Check the Aji out on the right. Black says, I see you coming, and you can almost escape now. He doesn't yet. Got to clean it up. Q players, to them it's like magic. I remember when I was a Q player. That's 50 years ago. 50 years ago. That was a long time ago. It was like magic watching the Dons do their thing. How do they do that? Well, there's the Aji. Here I come. That's it. If black said, no, okay, now what are you going to do? You're going to am I going to invade the top? So anyway, cleans it up. White comes in, save the cut, which means he sacrifices 2, but keeps growing. Tari, Tari, and black resigns. White's 15-ish ahead. So I thought it was a good example of a game. We got to see making the Aji, using the Aji, creating 2 weak black groups, chasing the 2 black groups. Good stuff. Okay, that was part 1, which I thought might take over half an hour, but did not. Okay, so part 2, when we don't have anything to do, we usually break out Crazy Stone and play some games against it. Xavier, in our discussion or emails, I never got your level. What's your level now? Because I might want to use you. He's not talking. Maybe he stepped out. Miguel, that means it falls upon you. I'm going to ask you where to play pretty soon. So this is 3Q. We're going to be the white stones. Oh, thank you. Man, I do that so often. Whew, thank you. Okay, we'll just play normal. I'm not, to heck with normal. Okay, now we're back. $15Q, okay. So question 1. Should we play in the upper right, Xavier? Or are we quite comfortable playing away? Please move. Thank you. Thank you. Should we answer upper right, or are we quite comfortable playing away? Good. Yeah. Now, if we play there, we get the corner. He's going to get outside influence, and maybe we don't like him getting outside influence. But I love territory, so let's just take it. No. I'm going to let him play there. I'm going to play this corner. Yeah, me too. I love the corner. Yeah, so we all agree that C5, man. But I'm not doing it just so we have a different board. Okay, just settle out here somewhere. I'm not settled yet. Okay, I'm settled on top. Everything's fine. Am I uncomfortable with black M3? No, I completely ignore it. So we don't need to do anything there. Bottom is what looks good for us. We can paint the pretty picture with K16. Looks great and is perfectly acceptable, but not practical. Zero cash when I play there. A lot of potential. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cash. If you mean now, yes, I can treat this white stone lightly and play 3-3. But the bottom's clearly a big area. And no, I don't want to take the corner because the bottom's what's big, so I'll settle. I don't know if I understood your question correctly, but there you go. Okay, with the white position, we're supposed to play this Joseki. One Hani is easy and fix. So I've been over this bottom left position in detail with a professional about a year ago. And I was rather shocked when he said, oh, way better for white. Like, what are you talking about? Black has such this big old wall. He says, yeah, but the wall's cut, first of all. It's just a weak wall. And then he went through all the details as to why it's so weak. It's like, wow. Okay. I have no desire to respond to that. The corner, if I play and get the whole corner versus getting half, the difference is 6 points. So it's 6 points in kind of gote. So I don't care about that. I could actually play on top and continue to build. I like that. But I'm going to get going on the opening. Left looks big. And I'll go ahead and... So you can see my cursor. If I live in the corner and we play out the Joseki, I'm going to end up on the third line having a low, yucky looking top area. So instead I'm going to play fourth line and play this Joseki out. Now, if he had taken the stones, I would have the top territory on the fourth line, much more efficient. As it is, I'm alive, but I would say his Hane Sente. So I'm gonna play this. And now I have a nice peep. Okay, there you go. Big old wall. Does it bother my group? Not in the slightest. So this worked out really well for us. Good territory, didn't affect us at all. His wall is virtually wasted. What's next? Well, he's got an area. I've got an area. I'll play the in-between, take the bigger part. And that tells us how to play this one. Any reason not to jump? Can't think of one. Okay. Now, Crazy Stone says that black is 3 points ahead. Well, black does have a lot on the right and a lot on the left. Where did we go wrong? I can't think of a place we went wrong. So we have to get creative. There's invading the right. He's awfully strong there. I don't really see any weaknesses. There's a lot of weaknesses on the left. So I'm going to play the shoulder hit, thinking I can descend and try to live. I can connect, run out, which will bother the top group. I'm going to play the shoulder hit here. Then run out. I have a good relationship there. I'll leave that. I'll play the saves my cut and threatens to save the stone. I'm going to come down, threaten to live, and then get out of dodge. If I descend, it threatens to connect because of his shortage of liberties. And this is a nice move. Okay, then I'll connect. Okay, am I connected? Yes. Now it still has him ahead by half a point. That freaks me out. If we took all that away, how was that? What did it say? It was ahead by 3, now it's ahead by half? How did I only gain 2 points there? That's weird. So what's next? D8. D8. I think we would have let huge potential for black on the left. Yeah, we would have blocked towards the stones. D8. So our top group, very safe. Our left group, absolutely connected. So we don't have problems. So if we create a weak group, that's the only thing we have to worry about. D8, I think if we play the shoulder hit, we're still behind enemy lines. I think he might ignore, if he's playing well, he might ignore and just surround us and give us lots of trouble. I want to do more than a gote move like this. So I'm going to play the same move, but make it sente. That'll make me feel better. And now he has a cut over here. You see the cursor, so I'm going to go towards that. Then If I double Hane, die, save, boom, out. Die, save, boom, live. Die, save, out. Okay, so it doesn't work. So we'll play this way. Threaten to escape. Remove his, get near the cut. Is that alive? We'll say yes. I don't think this is alive yet. Boom, boom, boom. Not alive. What about this one? Boom, boom, live. Boom, boom, live. Boom, 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 live. Does this live? No. Not alive. Maybe alive. Life? Life. Thank you. Don't be cruel. Alive, right? Alive. Finally, we're ahead. Wow. Okay. We'll take our victory. I'm going to save this. And we need to review and see where we got bad. Save as untitled. Lower this. Untitled. Bring it up. Stop that. Bring up this. Only problem, this will be upside down. But that shouldn't be too bad. This can't be the mistake. Okay. Okay, so in the bottom left, I have 4 stones. He has 4 stones. He has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Equal. Okay. All is well. He plays here. Slow. This is not necessary. He's defended plenty. And I believe the top, this is okay. If it's a loss, it's still 85, 90%. Okay. Fine. Got to be fine, 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 fine. Fine. Connect. Okay. Did I play here? Okay, so I didn't play this yet. This would be wrong because the right side, I'm giving it to him when it's not his in the slightest. Okay, but I go this way. Makes sense. And now I give him the whole right side. That doesn't sound right. So when we go this way, the right and the center are quite nice. Still, I've got a lot of points in the corner, right? And Sente. I'm still having a hard time seeing it. Let's look at some alternatives. So this is how I would review a game, right? And I'm hoping that when you see me ask my questions, you go, well, that's a reasonable question. You know, it's like kind of get your mind on track. So let's look at let's assume I am not going to want to invade. If I don't want to invade, that makes that stone a strong stone. So I would contact it. Better. White's maintaining way more control. Black's right side is well contained. There's still Aji there even. That's better. And if I wanted to play this way, I think that'd be fine too. Okay. And believe it or not, yes, that's what I wanted to do in the game. I thought, well, we'll go the other way. So this whole right is bigger, and I treated the bottom as bigger. Right? So, and let's look at the Joseki that I'm expecting. I'm expecting this Joseki. I get the bottom, he gets the right. The idea is the right's bigger, not that it's his yet. Okay, let's look at another variation. Let's do it, let's make it real easy here. Can we do it this way? Yeah, just settle. Still okay, because on the bottom, black's undercut on both sides, 3-3's open. So we chose the worst one. I just wanted to show you, I did this to show you how bad this is on the bottom. This is terrible. And when it's terrible, you play this way and it becomes not terrible. I didn't bother to think which side was bigger. Okay, so we're here. Stop it. If he doesn't play this move, this is big and now pretty bad on black. So black did right to take here. I don't like running out here because it's so easy to live for black. Too easy. Yeah, black's getting not just area 1, but also area 2. And my top isn't even cash yet, really. Since the top isn't cash, I didn't want to play this way. I thought that the extra stones would help him live. So that's why I just tried to tidy things up. Miguel, is this, well, more to the point, Xavier, is this information helpful? Or is it like, oh man, that's just over my head? Yeah. And Xavier, in today's lecture, or if you start coming regularly, if something's over your head and you want to understand it, if you ask the question, everyone else will in their head are going to say, oh man, I'm glad he asked that question because they have the same question. So feel free to speak up. Okay. So this is the first time I feel that the top is actually my territory. And now we're just behind. So I thought I'd come here. If black says, you're not getting out of here. Well, I'm kind of thinking this isn't a... I'm thinking that I'll be able to find some life in here. That was my idea. I don't know if I'll be able to. I was very glad that and this is complete Gote's, nowhere near my gap. And this threatens to connect and then connect. At which point, we're still it's a half-point game. And once this works, then we're ahead. Now, play here, and he plays here. We're not going to get out. And we're not going to get two eyes. This will be really hard. That's why I went for a forcing move to make sure I got a free move out of it. Okay, good. That was fun. A little too difficult, but fun. Miguel, how do you feel about playing some moves against Crazy Stone? We had Ryan do it 2 or 3 times, and that was really helpful, seeing another perspective. We'd probably put you against... Okay, good. Let me get rid of this. I don't know if I'm on... I'm not on KGS. Let me get there. You'll come on. There you are. Lots of times we don't have to think about it. And you want the black stones so that I can have white so I can take control. Yeah, but we'll be watching your thinking. And if you do make a mistake, everyone gets to see all about the position. Okay, so let's say yes. Then bring up Crazy Stone's already up. Share that. No, don't share that. Share KGS board. Shrink Crazy Stone so that it still has all its features. Put it on monitor 2. Shrink that on monitor 2 so we can see everything. New game. Let's make it... You're going to crush 5Q. Let's make it 4Q. Are you comfortable against 4Q? Maybe like at least an even game? Seems to me you're going to crush it, but you want a higher? You name it. Go for it. Okay, 4Q. Done. We are white. Okay. Your move. No, let's do that again. It is... Okay. Right. When it comes to actual playing a game of Go, I just teach. I don't play. Serious games, even up high level. I just don't do that. So my practical play is quite poor nowadays. So if I'm playing against Crazy Stone 1-Don, I just played against 3Q and almost lost because I don't keep the constant sharp. Every move has to be correct. And if you can imagine playing against a 7-8 9-Don, every move has to be 100% value. No questions yet. All a matter of style. He's probably going to be placed stable here. That's what he usually does. Yep. Black, white, there. Okay. Somehow got ahead. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Xavier, last time we got together, we looked at Joseki. How are you doing on Joseki nowadays? You feel good? You feel weak on him? Where are you at on Joseki nowadays? Good. That's one thing I'm going to look at when we get together. Okay. Should black press again here? That's a big question. I mean, it should be a clear case for whether you should or should not. Let's start with what he does, and then we'll pick on him. Okay. So the question is this Sente? Yes. Is it good for white? Yes. So we should play it. Miguel, does that make sense? Well, that's double Sente. So yes. So let's look at it. Let's say black, white, black. Oh, yeah. This is, yeah. We're dealing with white's position here rather than just some points. One other thing about this position, let's have white answer. White just got, this is what it looks like white got, about 4 points. Black got something like 2. One might say better for white. But white had to invest a whole move for those 2 points. And here, black got 2, white got 4 for free. Big difference. Okay, so I never put down your stone here, so it's your move from here, and you can choose your move or play the other one. It's up to you. Resume play. Okay, now we have another question. Should we press again or not press again? We'll see what black does, and then we'll pick on him. I don't want to pick on you. I'm just saying that because it's a cute thing. We'll see what Miguel does, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Miguel says, no need. Let's start with, we'll put it up here so we don't have to think about too many things. If white turns, black can't hane. Success can't hane well because we can't ladder the cutting stone. Now, if you're willing to say, oh, no, I'm fine, okay, then it's not an issue. I'm uncomfortable hunting here with, comes in here. I mean, it's like, so I would probably press again. Then if white turns, I'm very happy to hane. Let's ask another question. What's my confidence level in my move? Oh, 50% maybe. This one, black here, I'm 95% confident. This one, 50% tops. And it's all about, well, why can't you hane? Well, you're weak here. Am I? So it's a matter of discernment. Are you weak here? How weak are you? The level of weakness, how does that apply to you? I don't know. Okay. So we came this far. You came here. Let's look at this being the correct spot. White, black. There's a whole nother move here suggesting we're not too close to any white thickness. While if white had this wall, we have no next move. We're too close to thickness. And Xavier, we talked about that before, you might not remember. That's kind of a rule about how close to get to a wall. Okay, so far, the black stone is passing the tests. How about this one? That's a tiny, I'm not comfortable with that. Nah, I don't think so. Now we can start doing other things, granted. But it's not what you call a safe stone. Yeah. This one does have 3 options for health. And if we get pinched, we already know, no, I have no desire to invade, so I am by all means contacting, and then I can settle, or I can hane, or I can pinch, and in all cases, feeling pretty good. While we're here, what about this? And then if white doesn't play anything, then we come in easily. If white plays something, it'll be here. Well, that's not cash. We're just alive. He can't take it. So I think the 3/3 is okay because there's no way white can take the whole thing in one move. So I think A or B are both fine here is my guess. Miguel, making some sense? Wow, 7 people. That was the dryer saying, I'm ready. 7 people. That's like we've only hit 7 once before. Hi, everybody. Miguel, makes sense? Your invasion, I agree, it's going to be difficult. Hey, Derek. Oh, good. Glad. I have such a strong desire to, when I do those reviews, that they actually help someone. Okay, so after the 3/3, I see. Yeah, that's definitely. Now I've talked with more than one pro about this. And they're saying, and their response is, oh, if you're not comfortable invading, don't play this way. It's not on their mind what's best. It's what you're comfortable with because it's your game. I'm like, oh, well, that makes things easier. So I wouldn't play this way. It's a little difficult coming in. I don't want that. So yeah, I would play this way for sure. Okay. So it's your move from here. And don't forget, a move like this, very nice. That's your Moyo's bigger than White's. So don't feel like you have to come in. Okay, your move. Once Black gets this group settled, we'll have a look at the position. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. I had such a crush on Penny from that show when I was growing up. The original show. So this is getting pretty messy. We have just enough time to take a look, get it cleaned up, and call it a day. So, first, what's our job? Settle Black. If you're going to pinch, you need to pinch with something that can touch your other group, which is why we specifically pinch here. This is the most White can do, and there's a pattern here. Well, let's just do it here. And Black got very well out. And he may not even need to play this. So if you're going to pinch, it's all about helping your other group. That part makes sense, Miguel? Okay. Next, what's up with the cut? Well, if white plays this way, we're virtually alive, with a couple points and white's looking a little over-concentrated on the bottom. The only risk is, what if white plays this way? Atari, Atari, save. Well, we can run out, but we have two weak groups. So we can't do this yet. So the pattern is cut, and now white's going to tell us what's up. If white plays here, we'll start our, let's just actually play it out here. Oh, now it's starting to work. Works. So we make white come in on the bottom and then start in with, this is advanced stuff. We don't see this Joseki a lot on the bottom anyway. So I would start with the cut and see. One problem is, if you start, then you're not going to get this anymore. And this can be helpful to find a little eye. So you have to, maybe you want to start here before you test the waters, this sort of thing. I remember being in this position with Feng Yun, professional 9-dan, second woman ever to get that. And she played here. The game continued, and in review, I said, why did you play that move? That makes you over-concentrated. She says, it does? I said, yeah, you should be playing this way. She says, oh, you're right, thank you. Crack me up. Me teaching a 9-dan pro. And she completely agreed. Oh, you're right. Yes, thank you. It's cute. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming. I hope we had a good time. Learned a couple things. Thanks, everyone, for helping out. 8. First time at 8. Okay. Catch y'all later. Bye.